god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my... Oh, I feel weird and awkward. And my camera is like on my ceiling. Why is it so high? Guys, I haven't done like a sit down chat video for months, so I feel out of practice anyway. But to be sitting down and talking about something I never thought we would be sitting down and talking about, at this point in my life anyway, is wild. Nervous laughter. Okay, guys, I am pregnant, and it's only been the last few weeks I've actually been able to say that word out loud. This has not been the pregnancy that I have experienced in the past. This was a completely unplanned surprise pregnancy, which, if any fellow mummies out there have experienced, is so different to what I've experienced in the past with my boys, where we were expecting to get pregnant. This is very, very raw and honest, so leave any hate at the door, okay? I'm just sharing a very honest opinion and a very honest experience of what I went through. It in no way affects how I feel about this pregnancy now, or how we will feel about the baby when the baby is here. It changes nothing. But those first couple of weeks, yeah, it is different, very, very different. It was the biggest shock of my entire life. This is not a part of our life where we thought that we would be bringing another baby into the world. We are currently in wedding mode. We are getting married in like a few months' time. And that's sort of what we're doing right now. We're prepping for that, and that's like the main thing that we're working towards as a family. So to see those two little lines was a hell of a shock. So much went through my brain when I saw those. And as you saw in the video, the fact that I was holding my youngest when I found out added to the emotion, because he is a big part of why I have struggled to get my head around this. He was probably my biggest concern. My youngest son has a speech delay, and it is taking him longer to grow up than it did for my first son. And so he's been a big part of our time and attention recently, you know, trying to help him as much as we can in his development. So the fact that I'm bringing this into his life, I felt extreme guilt for that. I'm still not sure whether he's ready, but there's nothing we can do now. People keep saying to me, you know, that he'll surprise me and that, you know, the kids adapt and it might be the absolute making of him. I really, really hope it is, but it is still something that is in the forefront of my mind, and one of the main reasons that I struggled to come round to it all. And the wedding. I mean, the wedding, you know, it is what it is. Did I picture myself being a pregnant bride? Quite heavily pregnant as well, can I add? No, I didn't. Is it ideal? No, it's not. But look at it the other way, it's kind of lovely, I guess. I mean, all our kids will be at our wedding. One will still be in utero, but they'll all technically be there. If you look at it that way, it's kind of lovely. I just hope this pregnancy treats me well towards the end, and that I can still party all night. It's just a lot to digest, a lot to share. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to do a little Q&A on there, because it might be easier just to answer people's questions, because I know that people have a lot of questions, especially if they've gone through something similar. I'm not the only woman in the world who's had a surprise pregnancy. Also, I know that I've been completely AWOL on here, on all social media, for like a couple of weeks. If you've followed me long enough, you'll know that I don't do well at the beginning of pregnancy. The first trimester is not a good time for me. I get all day morning sickness, and yeah, I had a couple of weeks where I was pretty much just throwing up all day. My parents were my absolute crutch and having to just look after my kids for me, because I literally couldn't parent. And Clint, obviously, he works away most weeks, so the weekends are like, when he's back. But in the week I was having to rely on people a lot. We've done a lot of experimenting with medications and things, and something seems to have balanced me out. I have not been physically sick for like 4 days now. I have all day nausea, but anyone will know who's been in my position, when you've had the physical sickness, like, you take the nausea. Honey, I'll have the nausea all day long, not a problem. It's like heaven compared to the physical sickness. I just have to eat constantly to try and keep it at bay. But, you know, coming up to week 10, which means I'm coming out of the dark days, and hopefully it won't be too long until I start to get a bit of energy back and start to feel a bit more like me. But it's a lot to take in, guys, believe me. That's what's going on in my life at the moment. I am having my third and final baby. Come along, come and join me for the ride. If you want to know a little bit more about finding out I was pregnant and how I knew I was pregnant, etc., go over to my Instagram because I'll save the Q&A on there. But on here, I'm just going to try and carry on as normal. I'm going to try and share, you know, my daily sort of mundane mum life, but it will be integrated with being pregnant at the same time. There's some videos that I filmed before I got heavily sick of me trying to do housework while feeling horrendous, which should be quite a funny watch. I'm gonna try and keep the content as normal as possible, but obviously it's going to be a little bit different now. I just want to thank you for sticking around, and please do stick around for the next few months because it's gonna be wild. So thank you for watching, guys, and yeah, here we go.